Welcome to Watch Symposium. I'm Austin. Alright, so this is a response video to Simon Crane's video about overpriced used watches. And I hear what he's talking about because the other week I was in a watch shop and I saw an Explorer 2 black version, just like I have, but a black version, 16570. It was pretty beat to hell and didn't have any papers. I think it might have had a box, original box, couldn't tell you. They were asking over $6,000 for it, and didn't make any sense to me. So I'm hearing something, but we'll get to that in a minute. So anyway, I kind of wanted to pull the guy aside who priced it and just say, look, man, what are you doing? You're fucking up. But I didn't. Hold that thought. I've got something perhaps to show you guys. All right. So this is a new baby. All right. So of course, I've got two daughters. This is Sophie, and she is 4 months old. So here you go, Sophie. She loves to be held. So she just woke up from her nap. Her mom's taking a shower right now. So Sophie, you can hang out with me while I make this video. Yeah. All right. So where was I? All right. This is an interesting video. Yeah. So overpriced used watches. Well, see, here's the thing. I think watches, right? All watches, but particularly, these high-end watches, you have to have drunk the Rolex Kool-Aid, okay? Meaning you have to believe that they're special, because really, is a Rolex worth the money? I'll make a video about that sometime, but is a Rolex this day and time worth about $5,000? Is a watch worth about $5,000 this day and time? I mean, I'd have to say, objectively, no. Subjectively, obviously, I've got three, but no, they're not. You have to have, like I said, drunk the Rolex Kool-Aid and believe, like everybody else, that this is a special watch and is worth this kind of money, is worth it for the quality of it, is worth it for the history of it, is worth it for what it says about you and the status. But is the object actually worth thousands of dollars? I would say no. Now, getting back to what Simon was talking about, I think any kind of retailer knows how to spend that and make the most of that Kool-Aid that you've drunk. If it's a new watch, they'll tell you you're paying top dollar because it's a new watch and it's got all the bells and whistles and the new technological advances. If it's a vintage watch, what do they tell you? Well, they're not going to tell you it's old, that it's secondhand. They're going to tell you you can't get it anymore, that it's a classic, that it's going to become a classic. They're going to tell you that that it's got something that other watches don't have. And that's the way that they can spin that old watch into that higher price bracket. Now, keep in mind that these watches, they put them in the window, and if in 2 weeks 10 people look at them, they might keep it in the window and keep the price because it's getting nibbles. People are interested. If after 2 weeks, if nobody is checking it out, they might think, yeah, it's too highly priced, so we're going to lower the price. I think it's sort of a balance act for them because they're not trying to move watches, they're trying to make a profit. They're trying to make the maximum margin on that watch. So I think if you're selling watches and you put it in the window and it sells within 24 hours, I think you think, damn, I should have increased that margin. So I think they put it in, it's got a high price, they see the bites or the nibbles, and they adjust it, okay? If they drop it immediately and it sells, I mean, that's it's gone, and if they had sold it for too little, then the deal is done, right? So they want to sell it for maximum profit, and so I think those watches that Simon was seeing, I mean, they're banking on people that perhaps don't know much about watches. They are banking on people who have more money than knowledge, and they're banking on people, like I said, that have drunk the Kool-Aid and will listen to, oh, you can't get that kind of Explorer 2 anymore. They've got the new 42 millimeter version, and it's hideous and people don't like it, which I think is true. They will, you okay? They'll spend that, and they'll make you believe that, and where does this whole, where does it become ridiculous? Well, for me, I mean, I took a big gulp of Kool-Aid when I bought the GMT Master 2 with the Pepsi bezel, because you can't get those anymore, and I think they're future classics, and I don't think I made a mistake there at all. But I think you have to draw the line somewhere. Where is the mistake? Where is it that the Kool-Aid just gets a little crazy? For me, it's things like red subs, like a little bit of red paint. It justifies a $5,000 to $10,000 increase. So if you've got the money for that kind of stuff, fine. You can sort of afford to make bad decisions, but. Oh, that's a good burp. Good for you. Good for you. But for me, I think that's sort of bordering on ridiculous, especially in terms of like thinking about actually buying something like a red sub. It's kind of funny because everybody has to be on the same page, Kool-Aid wise, for that to work. I mean, you buy a red sub for $15,000 and you wear it a while and you go in and you want to sell it for 17, right? And what if just everybody sort of woke up one day and they're like, yeah, it's red paint, it's just red paint, who cares? I mean, it would fall flat. I mean, it's sort of, everybody sort of has to have drunk the Kool-Aid for a red sub to be what a red sub is, and that's a overpriced watch with a little bit of red paint. So it's interesting. I think what's the amount of Kool-Aid that you're willing to drink? For me, I mean, it was the GMT Master 2. I was willing to pay a couple $1,000s more than I think it's actually worth because I think it's special. Would I pay a couple $1,000 for something else? Like a red sub? No. But okay. I think that's it for today. Sophie, thank you for making an appearance. And Sophie actually kind of likes shiny watches. What's really shiny are Vostoks. So as of now, I think she's more of a Vostok girl. Do you like this? Yeah, I think she wants mom's milk. Okay, take care. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.